We actually have, well, generators for you guys again. We have some Fire Brigade, and is that Dinowrestlers? Yeah, it is. Alright, to the 30% of you that have not smashed the living crap out of that subscribe button, smash it so you guys don't miss out on more honest content. Is that another generator list out here? Yeah, it is. Generators have been turning over some pretty decent success as of late. And I'll be honest with you, I'm very surprised. It just took a little bit of a dial back in the format, and of course, you know, the chance for the new generator stuff to get the chance to shine, and it's doing pretty good. It's doing a little bit better than Abyss Actors at the moment, which is kind of sad to say, but nonetheless, this has been a pretty nice showcasing of what these decks can do. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyspring, standard hand trap. We have one copy of the Generator Boss of Iron, one the Generator Boss of Swords. We have two copies of the Generator Boss of Storms. Honestly, this is the better one. We have two Boss of Doom, and then we have triple copies of the Shadow of the Generator Bosses. One copy of Mardell, your one copy of the Boss of Fire, one copy of Boss of Ice, one Boss of Delusion, and triple copies of Siltir of the Generator Bosses. Then you got the one called By the Grave, triple copies of Boss Quest, triple copies of the Boss Stage, one copy of Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm, one Terraforming with triple copies of Monstrosity. We also have triple copies of Boss Fight, one copy of the Boss Room, and two copies of Infinite Permanence. Down in the extract, we have two Lingerebos. You know why you need this. It's the stupid Nightmare Corrupt Ribley. We have one copy of Hyperton with one Inner Blafnir, two Inner Blafnir, one 9 Lives Cat with one Aggregator. We have triple copies of Leviathan, and then triple copies of Jormungandr. Then we have one Earth Slicer and one Zeus. And then we have two Condemned Witch, triple copies of the Droll and Lockbird, triple Space Rock, triple Book of Eclipse, one Forbidden Droplet, two Raigeki, and one copy of Evenly Matched here. Wrapping up, well, your many spawns of generator out here. Like I said, I'm liking what we've been seeing here with these lists. Next up here is Fire Brigade. So yes, this is where you are going to take your Fire Fist package and you're going to go down the combo lines, because you know you're going to get locked into Beast Warrior / Beast, you know, through your Tri-Brigade cards anyway. And these are just going to kind of give you some additional little extenders. You also have Dome here, which, on activation, you could ritual summon. But if this face of card is sent from the Soul and Trap card of the graveyard, target a Fire Fist in your graveyard, so also summon it. So this is going to be a free Monster Reborn for the deck. And we're also playing a Flame Spirit Ignis here. It's actually kind of cool. Tribute one face of Fire Monster, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each Fire Monster in your graveyard. And that's not a once per turn, by the way. So we have triple copies of the Giant Space Rock. We have one Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. We have triple copies of Frogdoll with one Karis. We have triple copies of Kit. Two copies of Nerval with one Buffalo. Triple copies of the Dragon with two copies of Rooster. We have one copy of the Bear. One copy of Wolfbark with one Red Resonator. Two of the Rescue Cat. One Rescue Ferret. Triple copies of Masterful Sun Mao with one copy of the Zuhangong. Then we have one Ignis. Then we have one Tri-Brigade Assault. One Foolish Bro. Triple Tinky, two Tenso with one Domai, triple Talents, and one copy of the Revolt. Down in the extract, we actually have one Shangri-La, one Diamond Direwolf with two copies of the Tiger King, one Dugaris with one Horse Prince, one IP, one Apollosa with one copy of Eagle, one Darumadol, one Axis Machine, one Double Dragonlords, one copy of Bear Broom, one for Jet, and one copy of Shirag. And then we're citing an additional copy of Shirag here as well. Then we have two copies of Ghost Reaper, so we can bring those in if need be. We have triple Lava Golem with triple Ash, triple Dimensional Barrier, and triple copies of Raigeki here, wrapping up, well, honestly, some Fire Fist shenanigans for this deck. I like the idea of what they're trying to do here. It's definitely more interesting than not. Next up is Dinowrestler with a scrap package in this. So what in the world is going on here? Well, both the previous duelists and this duelist have been like no strangers to this channel, and they typically end up having success out here at their locals. Now this got 9th place out of its locals. Now it might not be anything too great out here, but I mean, once again, when you look at dinosaurs and how fun this deck actually looks on paper, you know, it's quite some time till we get the Transcendrake stuff, but this is going to open up some relatively cool doors for players just to kind of get the chance to mess around with, and that's what you really want to see here. So we have two copies of Ash Blossom and Joyspring, triple copies of the Giant Space Rock, one Baby, then we have one copy of the Dinowrestler Capitera, triple copies of the Iguana Draka, and then we have one Pankratops, your one Iskremenshi, I can't pronounce these, there are two copies of the Stegosaurus, and we have one Calciant, triple copies of the Valenix, or Valenorex. We have, of course, triple Gilosaurus. Good to see this guy seeing some play here. We have one Misk with one Pterodon, one copy of Scrap Chimera with triple Scraptor. We have triple copies of Oviraptor with one Ultimate Conductor. We also have triple copies of Dark Oil triple Foolish Burial Goods with triple Fossil Dig. We have one copy of the Tyrant Dino Fusion, so yes, actually getting some value out of this. One Foolish Burial, one Lost World, and your two World Dino Wrestling. Down the extra deck, of course, you have the one Soldier Chaos, one Scrap Wyvern, with one Unicorn, with one Phoenix, with one IP. We have two copies of the Terra Parkrio. We have two copies of the T-Rexel. One copy of Access Code, one Dugaris with your one Logia, one Dolka, one Dweller, your one Giga Spino. Then we have one copy of the Giant T-Wexel. Then you got the one Conductor. You have triple Lava Golem, triple Evenly, triple Judgment, triple Lightning, and two copies of Lightning Storm here, wrapping up your World Dino Wrestling Federation deck. Next up here is some Ninjas. Now, you've seen a lot, and I mean a lot, of Ninja out here. And players are kind of looking around right now at Ninja, and they're like, you know, maybe this is the rogue deck that we've wanted to see for some time. I mean, I think it's cool that Ninjas are seeing play. I also have been liking some of the ratio differences, you know, between 1 to 2 green Ninjas, you know, how many duplication do you want to play? It's very interesting to see, like, the deck building mentality for this deck and just how people are wanting to play it. Also, you know, in fact, this is an instant fusion target, makes this deck all the more better. So, good stuff. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. We have one copy of Baku, two copies of Green Ninja with one copy of the Gravity Ninja. We have one copy of Kagero, triple copies of Mitsu. We have triple copies of the Giant Rock, and then triple Hanzo, and triple copies of Tobari. And then we have triple copies of Book of Moon, one Called by the Grey with one Instant Fusion, two copies of the Notebook of Mystery, one copy of the Best Equip. We have triple copies of Pot of Prosperity, one Roto with triple Imperm, triple copies of the Dancing Leaves, and two Duplication. Then we have two copies of Saizo, one Unicorn with one Phoenix, one Dahark with one Cross Sheep. We have one Shadow Mosquito with one Exciton, one Blade Armor Ninja, and then we got triple copies of the Yogamaru and triple copies of Maizen. Then you got the one Harpy's Feather Duster, two Lightning Storm with your one Equip card, so we bring in two of those, two copies of the Tennichi Kaimi, two Talents, one Thrust, triple Anti-Spell, one Daruma Cannon, and triple copies of Evenly Matched here, wrapping up the ninjutsu art of very interesting. And I will say here that I have enjoyed genuinely what Ninjas are bringing to the table for all of these decks, or all of the different ratios and things that you can see out here. And honestly, Ninja, I do kind of like the deck, so everybody can be very happy that Robbie's on the Ninja train. The last one we have for you guys here is Hero. I have been enjoying the variations of Heroes out here now that they don't have to worry about, oh wait, Space Rock is back in the format. That means that Hero players now have to worry about losing to the giant ball in the sky as it craters a lot of the competition. It's just kind of the downside to where the format is right now in the game, but you're seeing people out here find success with this. So we have one Dark Angel with one Denier, two copies of Malicious with one Plasma. We have one Liquid Soldier with two copies of Shadow Mist. We have triple copies of Stratos with triple copies of Faris, two copies of Increase with your two Vion. We have triple copies of A Hero Lives with one Call by the Grave. We have triple copies of D-Force, one Emergency Call with one Foolish Braille. We have two copies of your Forbidden Droplet with triple Fusion Destiny. We have triple Mass Change with one Miracle Fusion, one Poly, one Rhoda, one Talents, and triple Imperm. Down in the next deck, we have the one copy of Wonder Driver, one Dread Decimator, two copies of Cross Crusader, two Dark Laws with one Blast, one Acid with one Sunrise. We have one Escuridao with one Absolute Zero, one Dystopia, two copies of DP, and one copy of Dangerous. And then we have triple copies of Lancia. We have triple Space Rock, triple Dark Hole, triple Evenly Matched, and triple copies of Rivalry of the Warlords here, wrapping up, well, your chunk of deck profiles. Honestly, I'm liking the diversity that we're seeing here. There's a lot of cool things moving in the background of the format, and it's really kind of showcasing that there are so many cool things that you can pick up and actually have success with out here. So once again, if you guys have any cool deck profiles or anything that you've had the chance to be successful with, please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you. ya!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.